As they worked, Victor's thoughts drifted back to the plaque. They'd planned to place it near the base's foundation, hidden beneath a layer of dust and rock, something that would remain even if they were ordered to remove it. "Sergei," he said, keeping his voice low. "Status? All systems green. How's it out there?" "Radiation spike, but it's under control." "Good." A pause. "And the other thing?" Victor hesitated. "We'll do it after the survey." "Understood." They worked in silence for the next hour, setting up equipment, collecting samples. Victor kept an eye on the monitors, watching for any signs of trouble. But his mind was on the plaque, on Yuri, on the promises made in darkened rooms. Finally, the survey was complete. The area was safe. The base could proceed. "Good work, everyone," Victor said, trying to keep the relief out of his voice. "Let's get the last of the equipment set up." They moved to the final task, setting up the perimeter markers for the base's foundation. As they worked, Victor felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned to see Irina, her eyes wide. "Now?" she mouthed, her face tight with anxiety. He glanced at Alexei, who nodded. Then he keyed his mic. "Sergei, we're ready." A moment of silence, then Sergei's voice, low and steady. "Copy that. I'm coming out." Victor's heart pounded as Sergei emerged from the module, a small, sealed case in his hands. He moved quickly, but with care, glancing around as if expecting someone to stop him. "Here," he said, holding out the case. Victor took it, feeling the weight of it in his hands. He looked at his team. "Are you sure?" he asked quietly. Alexei nodded. "They deserve it." Irina's voice was firm. "It's the right thing to do." Sergei's eyes were wet. "For Yuri. For all of them." Victor swallowed, his throat tight. He knelt down, set the case on the ground. He opened it, revealing the plaque. It was simple, just names and dates, but it felt like the heaviest thing in the universe. "Let's do this," he said, his voice steady. They moved quickly, digging a small hole in the dust and rock. Victor placed the plaque inside, covering it with a thin layer of moon dust. He pressed down, feeling the cold metal beneath his gloved hand. "May they rest in peace," he whispered. He stood, stepping back, his heart heavy. He looked at his team, their faces hidden behind their helmets, but he could see the emotion in their eyes. "They'll find it someday," Irina said softly. "Someone will." "I hope so," Alexei said, his voice choked. "They will," Sergei said, his hand on Victor's shoulder. "We did the right thing." Victor nodded, his eyes on the hidden plaque. "Yes," he said quietly. "We did." They stood there for a moment, 4 figures on an alien landscape, paying tribute to those who had come before. Then Victor straightened. "Let's finish this mission," he said, his voice firm. They moved back to the module, their movements precise, professional. They still had work to do, still had a base to establish. As they ascended the ladder, Victor glanced back at the spot where the plaque lay hidden. He felt a strange sense of peace. They'd done what they could. They'd honored the fallen. "Luna 13 to control," he said into his mic, his voice steady. "Base site is confirmed. We are proceeding with Phase 2. "Understood, Luna 13, the voice from Control crackled back. "Proceed as planned." Victor looked at his team, the pride in their eyes, the strength in their stance. "We'll build this base," he said quietly, for their ears only. "For the future, for our comrades, for Russia." "For Russia," they echoed. And they turned their backs on the hidden monument, their hearts lighter, their resolve stronger, as they stepped forward into history.